Good morning, everyone. I thought it'd be quite useful just to talk about Holy Week as a whole. Remind ourselves that from Palm Sunday right through until Easter, Jesus was still alive. Yeah. And what was going on in his life? Well, he made the journey from Bethany originally, where Lazarus was raised from the dead, but he made the journey to Jerusalem. And it was in Jerusalem where, as he entered, he was welcomed as a king with palms and cloaks and so forth on the ground and riding on a colt. And so that begins, if you like, his journey towards Calvary. For us, it's important that we walk that journey with him. Maybe not literally, although there's some parts of the world where they might do that. But walk the journey with Jesus, what was going on in his mind, what was going on in his life. And if we take up the Gospels and we read what was actually happening, and in particular read John's Gospel, because John's Gospel will be the one that we read on Good Friday, always is. That Gospel is read at the Passion. The Gospel we read on Sunday would have been the Gospel of Matthew, and because we're in year A. So just to appreciate what Jesus went through. And, you know, we sometimes, when we go to Mass and we're given these booklets and we say, well, these are the parts that you as the congregation must join and you're going to be the crowd. And I look at those words and I think, you know, how comfortable would we be saying, crucify him, crucify him? Because that's what the crowd does and that's what we're encouraged to say at Mass. And yet a week ago, Jesus is riding triumphantly into Jerusalem. And you say, well, how fickle are people that they do that? Well, clearly there was a lot of influence going on between the Jewish leaders and the early Christians, those following Christ. There must have been some tension, if you like, frustration. And that might be something that we ourselves are experiencing, that we're moving towards Easter, that there are so many things going on around us that are distracting us from Christ and his journey. He was a man heading towards his death. What did he do? He looked after the people around him. We look around ourselves then and relate to others and see those who possibly are in need and those who we can serve. You have a wonderful day. Keep yourself safe. God bless. Bye-bye.